Welcome back to the $1 Million Purpose Podcast, where we answer the big question, which is, how can I discover my God-given purpose and get paid for it? In this episode, we're diving into an episode I'm going to be calling, God Will Pay You for Living Out Your Purpose. And I'm actually going to break down the 3 steps in order to make this happen in this episode. Now, before we dive in, I do want to share with you how I came across these things, how I came across these 3 steps, which I call it the 3 steps to getting paid for your God-given purpose. I also call it the $1 Million Purpose Method. And I want to share with you first how I came across this method, because it is a very unique way to live your life and even start a career. I find it the best possible way you could ever possibly live, because you get to fulfill your purpose and you get to get paid for living it out, which is super cool. So the way that I came across this method is, first of all, God called me to entrepreneurship about 4 years ago. He showed me multi-level marketing. I did end up seeing more success than most do in their first year in multi-level marketing. I made $17,000 in my very first year, which is pretty phenomenal if you look at the results that most people get. And so I just knew there was something here. Like, God immediately showed me, like, look, this is the path for you to create generational wealth for your family. And I said, okay, God. And then I started to be on the struggle bus in years like 2 and 3 in network marketing. I wasn't growing. My income wasn't growing. I felt like I really don't want to do this long term. I knew it wasn't my passion, and that was the biggest problem, because I had to show up every day talking about a product that I didn't truly love. A product that I knew helped a lot of people, and a lot of people loved it. A lot of people are built for network marketing, like my mentor, Alden, who she's phenomenal at it. She is like a genius at it. And she loves doing it. And that is her calling. But the problem for me was, I knew God was calling me to something greater, something specific for me to use my gifts. And me showing up and talking about a product, a physical product, just like weight loss, there was other things too. But it wasn't for me. And I began to just kind of go downhill, to lose hope, to lose faith that this is what I was actually called to. And I knew I couldn't do it forever. And so I just prayed to God, and I asked God, God, am I really supposed to be in this online business space? And what He showed me was, yeah, I absolutely was, but that I wasn't necessarily supposed to be in the network marketing space. And that is why when God revealed to me that I could get paid to live out my purpose, that's when everything changed for me. And the method that He revealed that to me was through course creation. So I found a mentor who showed me a model in which I could get paid by doing what I love, what I was called to teach and to do, and that I could get paid way more and work perhaps way less, and do what I truly love, discover my calling, discover what I was supposed to put out in the world. And that changed everything for me. Like, it changed absolutely everything for me. And so that's when my income skyrocketed. When I went into the industry, within a span of 4 months, I had earned $20,000. It was my first time earning $20,000 within that short period of time. Remember, in network marketing, I had earned $17,000 in a full year. So it was a big jump, and it was a big realization that I was really doing what I was called to do. And so now today, I get to share with you the $1 Million Purpose Method, which is the 3-step framework that I discovered, which allows you to get paid to live out your God-given purpose. Step 1 of that method is going to be to find your purpose. Remember, I said I was basically purposeless when I was in the MLM. I didn't do anything that I was passionate about there. And Then I went on this purpose journey where I started seeking God for what I was actually called to do. And He showed me a different avenue at first, which I pursued wholeheartedly. It was the addiction recovery niche, and I pursued it wholeheartedly. I wrote an entire book on the subject, which is a book in which I would love to drop down in the description, because it's Mission Beat Addiction as a Christian. And it's about how to biblically recover from addiction. I had struggled with addiction in the past, and I was able to biblically, detach from those addictions. And I wrote an entire book on it, and it is phenomenal. Truly a phenomenal book, and I'm not saying that because, I believe it's God-breathed, and I can't believe that I don't promote it as much as I do, because I believe that God, the Holy Spirit, breathed all over that book, and it truly is life transformational. And if people who are struggling with addiction, Christians specifically, would read that book and apply the principles, it's night and day. Life's gonna be changed forever. So I will include that. But I pursued that avenue wholeheartedly. This is about finding your calling. The step one is find your purpose. And because I had pursued that avenue wholeheartedly, I believe that's when God was like, okay, she was obedient with this. Now I will allow her to relinquish this and move on to what she's truly supposed to do, which is business coaching. This is the thing that I felt inadequate to do. I felt totally inadequate to show up as a business coach, but it was the thing that I was most passionate about. I had been studying business and entrepreneurship the entire time I was in multi-level marketing, with 3 to 4 years. And I will always study it because I adore it. I love the subject. I love the art of selling, the art of becoming better every single day, of leading people, of helping people make a buying decision. And it's just, creating content, it's all beautiful. It's all part of what I know I'm supposed to do. And I just absolutely love that I get to do it. But I didn't know, this was the avenue that I felt most intimidated about. I was like, I don't think I can do this. And so, step one, find your purpose. I was obedient in the addiction recovery niche, and then God showed me what I was really supposed to do. And I remember the way He showed me this is I got on a call with my mentor, and she told me, I was saying that I had created something new, because I was in the addiction recovery niche for about 4 months, and I created something new, which was in the business coaching niche. And she was like, man, I see your eyes light up so differently when you talk about entrepreneurship. You're talking about addiction recovery, and it doesn't hit the same as when you're talking about entrepreneurship. I can see that's your passion. And I was just like, man, I really don't want to let this go, just throw it away, because God, I know He led so much through this. Even the book I felt was so breathed by the Holy Spirit. And she said, look, God is not going to be angry at you for doing the thing in which you love the most. If it's not your calling, she said, it's somebody else's. And then she gave an example of a Bible story where I think it was David. He was running from, an army or something. He's like, I'm the only one out there who hasn't bowed the knee to Baal. And God was like, look out. I have thousands of people who haven't bowed the knee to Baal. And what her point here was saying, if it's not your assignment, God has somebody else who will fulfill the assignment. And cool story is, I actually had someone join my program who said she was looking to be in addiction recovery. So I totally believe that if it's not my assignment, and it's not, that someone else will take up that mantle and do a phenomenal job, much better job than I could have done serving those people. And then I gave my contribution, which was a book, which I'm absolutely going to drop in the description. But that's my journey of finding my purpose. And when I found business coaching, baby, it was over with. It was over with. And that's when that skyrocket of income came, the $20K. And that is the first step. Finding your purpose, finding out what you're supposed to do. The second step is going to be to build. Now, in order to actually get paid for your purpose, you have to find a way in order to build a program, build a course. That's my best suggestion for you. If you want to do something that doesn't suck up all your time, Now, there are other avenues you can go down, ones that I don't recommend, and I do go into depth about each and every business opportunity that's available, like in the online space, in my free training, which I will also place in the description. But building is about pairing your purpose with a business model that will pay you to live it out. And this business model is course creation. So it's about taking your purpose, taking the solution that God has called you to give to the world, and it's about serving it to people through a course. So teaching them something that will change their life, right? So for me, I teach Christian coaches how to create $10,000 months and beyond through their own online course without trading their time for money. So automated income, they can make money while they're sleeping. All right. And you're going to be called to teach something unique. I don't know what it is, but God is going to show you your purpose. He's going to, and I do give the step-by-step of exactly how to find your purpose in my program. But basically, He's going to show you what you're called to teach. And when you know that, like, you're going to come into the space or continue in the online business space so confident and so sure, and then you're going to start getting so much amazing results. And so the second step is about building, and the only way you can really build without having tech overwhelm, without having to, try to do it all yourself, is to get mentorship, and I did this myself. I invested in a program that was $2,500 a course that showed me how to master these skills of course creation. And now I get to show that to my students, which is an honor again, and how to do it in a way that allows for automation and systems to support their calling so they can get paid without having to slave away all the time. So that's the second step, which is build. The third step is to receive. You're going to receive the provision, because once you have your system set up, then you get paid on autopilot. You get paid while you're sleeping, while you're taking care of your kids, while you're grocery shopping, while you're traveling, while you're, doing other things for growth, working out, etc., etc. I've gotten paid at 2 a.m. while I'm sleeping, and time and time again, you can get paid even when you're not actively working, which I think is the beauty of it. And all through your daily maintenance of the business is through posting content. That's your daily maintenance. So you get to talk about what you love, and you get to get paid. People enroll in your program, and they get their lives changed forever. Like, what an amazing career. What an amazing opportunity to do that. I do show you exactly how to do this in the free training that I'm going to drop in the description. But these are the 3 steps. Step 1, find your purpose. Step 2, build your systems, your course. Step 3 is going to be to receive the provision. And it's an honor to be able to share this with you. This is exactly how to get paid for living out your calling. I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for listening. Again, this is going to be a daily podcast, so you can tune in every single day. The podcast should be posted usually in the mornings. If not in the morning, at least by 4 p.m. And so thank you again for listening, and God bless you. And I wish you so much success, so much purpose, and so much financial freedom. Until next time.